The night felt heavier than usual. The kind of silence that doesn't bring peace, only warning. Sophie sat by the dim glow of Ethan's computer, staring at the encrypted file they had just unlocked. Her heart thudded louder with every line of code that appeared. At the top of the screen, one phrase blinked repeatedly. Phase 2. Activation date. October 14th. Ethan's voice trembled slightly. That's 3 days from now. Sophie looked up, her face pale. Activation of what? He hesitated. It's not clear yet, but this looks like a mass signal protocol, something designed to trigger thousands of responses at once. She leaned forward. Responses from who? Ethan swallowed. That's the thing. These aren't systems, Sophie. These are people. The words hit her like a punch. He scrolled further. A map filled the screen. Red dots scattered across the U.S., pulsing like a heartbeat. Every dot represented someone. Ethan whispered, They've done it again. They're using emotion as control. Every subject from the original experiment, they're still out there. Sophie's throat tightened. You mean they're going to manipulate all of them? Ethan nodded. Their pain, their anger, whatever the project implanted, they're about to activate it. Sophie's chest burned with rage. He's still doing it. Hartman's still playing God. She stood, pacing. I have to stop this. Tell me there's a way. Ethan hesitated. There's a master terminal. According to this, it's called the core node. If we can find it, we can shut the entire network down. Where is it? She asked. He zoomed into one section of the map, and her heart dropped. It was in Seattle, the same city where her best friend Lena lived. Sophie's voice cracked. Lena? She's in Seattle. Ethan frowned. Wait, you think she's... She was part of my therapy group, Sophie said softly. We were all in that study together. Her breathing quickened. If they're activating the subjects, she's in danger. Ethan met her eyes. Then we go. Tonight. The next morning they were on the road, heading west, the sky a dull gray sheet above them. Sophie watched the world blur past the window, her thoughts spiraling between fear and determination. Do you ever think about how much pain one lie can cause? She asked quietly. Ethan glanced at her. Every day. She nodded slowly. They said the project was about understanding emotions, but all they ever did was destroy them. Ethan reached over, resting a hand on hers. We'll make them pay for it. Her eyes stayed on the road ahead. No, we'll make them feel it. Hours later, they arrived at the outskirts of Seattle. Ethan parked behind an abandoned factory. The coordinates matched perfectly. This is it, he said. Sophie's stomach twisted as they stepped inside. The air was cold, machines humming in the distance. Screens flickered along the walls, showing live feeds of faces. Hundreds of them, crying, screaming, or staring blankly ahead. Sophie's breath caught in her throat. Oh my God, it's them, the subjects. One feed zoomed in automatically, and her heart shattered. It was Lena. Strapped to a chair, eyes glassy, whispering one word over and over. Sophie! Sophie ran toward the nearest console. Lena, hold on! Ethan rushed to the terminal, typing rapidly. If I can override the core protocol, I can release her. Hurry! The screens flickered violently. A distorted voice echoed through the factory, deep, calm, and terrifyingly familiar. You always were the strongest, Sophie. That's why I chose you. Her knees went weak. Hartman. You think you can stop evolution? You are the evolution. Sophie screamed, You're a monster! No, Sophie, I'm your father. The line went dead. Sophie stood there, shaking, staring at the screens. Tears welled in her eyes, but they weren't from fear. They were from fury. She looked at Ethan. He wants me to find him. Ethan's voice was steady. Then we'll find him and end this. Sophie nodded slowly. For my mother, for Lena, for everyone he's hurt. If this episode broke your heart, hit like, share, and subscribe to keep Sophie's story alive. Comment below. What would you do if the person who destroyed your life was your own parent?